It's now time for Ask the Expert. Charitable giving is at an all-time high. That's good to hear that Americans are giving more than $350 billion to charities last year alone.
But recent news about the firings of two top executives at the Wounded Warrior Project have many people wondering how much of their money is actually going to the people they're trying to help. That's why we have financial professional Mike Williams with WealthWisconsin.com here to talk about steps we should take to make sure we're going to be making the most of our donations. So how important is it to do the homework?
Yeah, see, a lot of people think just because you recognize the name or are familiar with it, they're going to put your dollars to good use. You still want to be familiar and recognize how your dollars are going to be used responsibly. See, a lot of these organizations are using the same, if not more, of your dollars to go towards just budgeting and fundraising instead of assisting or serving the folks you wanted to initially.
So what's the first thing we should look for when we're looking at an organization we possibly want to give to?
Yeah, see, in the world we live in today, we're blessed with the internet. There's a lot of clarity brought to a lot of organizations. The Better Business Bureau does a wonderful job bringing clarity and shedding some light on how these corporations operate. That's a great starting point. Their rule of thumb is typically stay below 30 to 40% of your operating margin. As far as donations go, stay below that point, so the rest actually goes towards serving households.
What would the red flags be?
Good point. A couple red flags. One that jumps out is if someone is pressuring on the phone. Someone on the phone with pressure, any legitimate organization is not set up to do that. They're okay just hearing you out, and if you don't want to donate, that's just fine.
I hear from my alma mater every once in a while.
I bet. Yeah, that's out there too.
Right. So what can we do to assure ourselves that the money that we're donating is actually going to good use?
Yeah, a good thing you should do is always get confirmation in writing. That gives you clarity and lets you know where your dollars are. And when it comes to tax time, you can have records of everything. So confirmation in writing is a big takeaway.
So these GoFundMe sites become very popular, crowdfunding. Is that considered charity?
In a way, they're gaining in popularity. But just keep in mind, sites like that are always going to take a certain percentage off the top. Usually 4 to 8%. So in other words, just less of your dollars are going to work towards the charity you actually want to give towards.
And the good thing is that these charities that are well run do benefit from it, and there is a tax purpose there for people who want to donate as well. But that's why you want to make sure they have good record keeping, so you will have good record keeping.
That's right. Any chance you can avoid using cash, the better. Use a check, use a credit card, then you have your records, put them in a safe place. You may need them when it comes to tax time.
All right, good information, Mike. We appreciate your insight on that. If you have a question for our experts, email them at asktheexpert@today'stmj4.com. You can also leave a voicemail. We have the number right there for you.